Chapter 3090 begins with Catherine and Matriarch Farrell in a private moment where Catherine, trying to lighten the mood, offers her mother a bunch of candied haws, a simple, sweet treat from her childhood. The juxtaposition of this innocent gesture against the backdrop of the family's ongoing turmoil sets the tone for the chapter. Her marshmallow, a symbol of the childhood she never fully experienced, further underscores the theme of lost innocence. Matriarch Farrell, despite her usual stern demeanor, is momentarily softened by her daughter's attempt to cheer her up. The act of sharing the candid haws brings out a rare tenderness in her as she reflects on her daughter's past. Catherine reveals that she never had the chance to enjoy simple pleasures like marshmallows as a child, a fact that deeply pains Matriarch Farrell. This revelation opens old wounds for the matriarch, reminding her of the sacrifices and hardships Catherine has endured because of the family's history. As Catherine continues to eat the marshmallow, she expresses her disappointment in its overly sweet taste, realizing that it's not as delicious as she imagined in her childhood fantasies. This realization is symbolic of the larger theme of disillusionment that runs through the chapter. The marshmallow, once a symbol of joy and unattainable desire, turns out to be a letdown, much like the broken dreams and fractured relationships in the Farrell family. The conversation shifts to Shiloh, the source of much of the family's current strife. Matriarch Farrell's mind is weighed down by the recent events involving Shiloh and her manipulative actions. The photos of Shiloh with Marco, which Matriarch Farrell found earlier, have left her feeling betrayed and angry. However, as she sits with Catherine, she tries to push these thoughts aside, focusing instead on the daughter who is still loyal to her. In an attempt to divert the conversation from the painful subject of Shiloh, Matriarch Farrell reminisces about her own childhood. She shares memories of her eldest sister, who played a crucial role in raising her after their parents passed away. This sister, who was both a maternal figure and a role model, taught her many things, including how to make candid haws. Her memories of her sister are filled with love and admiration, painting a picture of a strong, capable woman who dedicated herself to her family and the Farrell group. However, the story takes a darker turn as Matriarch Farrell recounts the tragic end of her sister's life. Her sister's health deteriorated after years of overwork, managing both the family and the business, particularly during her pregnancy. Despite her husband's pleas for her to rest, she continued to push herself, leading to a severe decline in her health. Eventually, this led to her untimely death, a loss that deeply affected the entire family. The tragedy didn't end there. After the sister's death, her two children were taken away by a nanny and mysteriously disappeared. Despite extensive efforts to find them, they were presumed dead. This loss added another layer of grief and guilt to Matriarch Farrell's life, burdening her with the responsibility of managing the family's affairs and the Farrell group in the aftermath. As Matriarch Farrell tells this story, her tone is one of deep regret and sorrow. It's clear that the weight of these past tragedies continues to haunt her, influencing her decisions and her relationships with her own children. The chapter ends with Matriarch Farrell reflecting on the choices she has made. particularly in relation to Catherine and the legacy of loss and pain that has shaped the Farrell family.